My name is Dean Scarpinato, and I am a loan officer with All America Reverse Mortgage. I am here to offer a positive solution to your property tax difficulties. A reverse mortgage can not only pay your current tax bill, but also can create a set-aside to pay your property taxes for as long as you live in the home. I understand that at first a reverse mortgage appears complicated, and for this reason, many seniors fail to take advantage of one of the biggest benefits that your home can offer, namely a greater level of financial security in your golden years. The best explanation I can provide as to what a reverse mortgage is and how financially savvy seniors are using it to benefit their net worth and estate is provided in my YouTube. Simply Google Dean Scarpinato Mortgage YouTube. A link will be provided below. This video is more to the point of the process involved in securing a reverse mortgage. To begin, if this finds you in imminent danger of losing your home to a tax redemption sale, there is no time to lose. Before we can legally take your application for this loan, you must attend a counseling session. Typically, this takes a week to complete due to scheduling. You can usually be counseled over the phone, and it provides a very good overview of the benefits of a reverse mortgage, but also how to understand the language and numbers which will be used in the process. And it does this all with no sales pressure. It is a federal requirement to ensure that you are getting the proper understanding of the program from a trained and objective professional. Next, if you decide that a reverse mortgage is right for you, it is time to sign the application. Before I say any more, please note that you have the right to rescind this agreement until 3 days after closing. That is 30 to 45 days if we do everything right. You have plenty of time to take this to your lawyer, your CPA, your brother-in-law, your bookie, whoever you trust for financial advice. But this should not delay actually signing the papers and getting the app in and allowing us to start getting to work. Like I say, you've got 30 to 45 days to look this over, have professionals look it over, and possibly rescind it if that is your choice. You have plenty of legal protection in this deal. So, I highly recommend that we sign the docs immediately after counseling, and that way we can get to work on processing this deal. Again, many of your questions will already be answered by this time, but we are here to answer any questions that arise all the way through. You are also free to hire legal representation if you feel the need. Okay, so once we've signed the app, the processing department goes to work. At this point, I will personally become less involved, and you will be in the very capable and caring hands of Tracy, our processor. The first thing she will do is order the appraisal. That too will take a week or so, depending upon the availability and the time the appraiser needs to generate the report after his or her inspection. So as you can see, we've now gone 3 weeks, and if we're up against the wall, I mean, there really is no time to lose. You understand this? Anyway, Tracy will also, at the same time, order title, which has different steps as well. You have the right to choose your own title insurance provider, so it is possible that you or your attorney may handle this part. But let me keep this brief. This is an intro, and let me keep it as straightforward as possible. While these things are happening simultaneously, Tracy will be collecting other information such as your homeowner's insurance declarations, and when all of these items are gathered, then and only then do we submit the app to the lender. Our objective is to submit what we call a clean app. That means that the lender's requirements are met the first time. This benefits you not only in terms of the organization and efficiency with which your transaction is conducted, but also the slight edge we might have in underwriting simply by virtue of our reputation for doing good business. Sometimes folks are confused when I refer to the lender. I am a loan officer working for All America Reverse Mortgage, a mortgage broker. We do not lend you the money. We broker the deal between yourself, our client, and the lender. So there is another step. Processing puts this application together with all the submission requirements that you will need to provide. Then we submit it to the lender or underwriting. Then it comes back approved with conditions. In some cases it may be rejected, but usually we can recognize deals that are not going to fly long before we get to this point. So the conditions are hopefully minor, and these too need to be satisfied in a timely manner. In the words of Ben Franklin, leave not until the evening what the morning may accomplish. So basically what I'm saying is every time we clear a hurdle does not mean the race is over. When we get it back approved with conditions, we need to meet those conditions, in a timely manner as well. And that's one of the hardest parts, is actually kind of keeping everybody on board, because there's a lot of coordination that's required. But what you can see now is that we're probably 3 to 4 weeks into the process. And so you understand why from the start it is my sometimes less than comfortable position and responsibility to encourage you to move with a sense of urgency. It is not my favorite part of the job. I enjoy solving my clients' financial problems with my years of experience and my strategic thinking. I enjoy helping to systematize the process by my communications. I don't enjoy constantly calling to say, please, we should have done this yesterday, but sometimes it is necessary. The point is that once all the conditions are met to the lender's satisfaction, they will issue a tentative approval. We can close no sooner than 3 business days after that approval is issued. So if they issue it on a Thursday, we cannot close until Tuesday, Sunday being a non-business day. Then you have a 3-day right of rescission after closing. So you can see we just took a whole week and to do nothing but sit on our hands. So that's part of why time is the time that we have to actually accomplish things. It should be done in a timely manner. I say it over and over again, and hopefully it starts to sink in with everybody. Because after closing, we have a 3-day right of rescission, which means you will not get funded or get your money until Saturday. That's assuming we closed on that Tuesday. If you're up against your final redemption, the assessor is probably closed on Saturday, so your taxes will not actually be paid until Monday. In other words, in this hypothetical example, we closed on Tuesday. Then there's 3 business days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then the next day, the deal will fund. But that's a Saturday. So even though it counts as a business day to us, if the assessor's office or the treasurer where you owe your taxes is not open, they're not going to actually be able to fund until Monday. So I know that's complicated, but that's why we're here. Believe me, we've got our eye on the calendar. And frankly, you can thank Congress. I think to a large degree, their heart may have been in the right place, looking out for the consumer, which is you, the client, giving you plenty of time to rescind and plenty of chances to kill the deal. But what they also did is put up, a lot of what seems to be needless barriers and roadblocks that further complicate the process. So the whole point of this video really is to illustrate, well, I guess there's 2 points. One is to give you an idea of what's going on, who the players are, so you're not confused when, I hand off the ball to processing, or, who is the lender and things like that. And the other point of this is to illustrate that at every point, time is of the essence. Once the final redemption date passes, you lose the right to redeem your property. There may be months of courts and, where the tax buyer legally has to petition to finalize the transfer, but you have lost the right to go back and pay off your taxes and own the property again. The transfer doesn't officially take place yet, but you've lost a lot of your rights. And once you go to court, and unless you've got a really sharp lawyer, then once the transfer of title takes place, then your equity's gone, and the tax buyer just purchased your entire nest egg for literally pennies on the dollar. I'm here to offer you a solution to that. And if all goes right, it can save your home and help you to remain there for the rest of your life. The equity you have earned through the years may not only pay your current and delinquent taxes today, but may also do so for the rest of your life. The very first step is a free, no-obligation quote, which you'll want to discuss with me and bring to your counseling session. I'm ready right now. Please call or email me. My information's at the bottom of the screen, and as always, thank you for listening to this presentation.